Hi, I wanted to take a few minutes to introduce you to the presentation tool Poll Everywhere. Poll Everywhere is a tool that allows for live participation as students respond to your polling questions and is sure to keep them engaged. Poll Everywhere can be used with any mobile device via texting or a web interface. The first thing you want to do when you get to Poll Everywhere is sign up for an account. You can sign up as a participant or a presenter. It is important to note that you do not have to register as a participant to respond to polls, so you do not have to have your students register. Since you'll be presenting, you click on that option, fill out your information. You'll note that the free plan gives you a free user license and all poll types and surveys. I'm going to go back and log in since I've already created an account. Now, you do have the option of upgrading to a premium K-12 account for $50 per year. There are 3 benefits to the account. One is reporting, which allows you to get a report on your responses. It can also score questions or entire quizzes, and you can download or export those responses to a spreadsheet or PDF. Moderation allows you to approve messages to prevent inappropriate, off-topic, duplicate, or irrelevant responses from showing up on the screens. And automatic censoring can automatically prevent common profanities. These are great tools if you're using it in an education setting, so if this is something you're going to use frequently, it might be worth the investment. If we go back to polls, you'll see that you have the option to create a poll, import an existing poll. I wanted to show you some examples first. So Poll Everywhere has done a great job of giving you examples of different types of polls. You'll see a multiple choice example that could be used as a simple attendance check. So students could come in and simply answer this question, which as the example shows is a word of the day, and that could be your attendance. There's clickable images that allow you to ask your students to click on an image to show their knowledge. So the image is posted and they click on different areas to assess their understanding. You have open-ended questions. So as a closing activity, you could have students ask or answer, what should we discuss in the next class? So on that page, you'll see all kinds of great examples of how this tool can be used. But let's say you want to create your own poll. If you click on Create, you'll see all the different options, everywhere from multiple choice to ranking order to clickable images to, if I click on More, I can do upvotes, leaderboards, emotion scales, short answer, bulletin boards, some really great options to explore. I'm going to create an emotion scale. I think this is a great thing to do as your students come in to kind of get a feeling for how they're feeling any particular day. It's already created for you. So I'm going to keep that and I'm going to add another activity. So let's say that I then want to have a multiple choice question. So let's say I simply want to ask, what would you like for lunch today? Now, you'll notice that I can do text or images, so it doesn't have to be words. So let's give the options of pizza, chicken nuggets, or salad. So I'm going to just keep it at those 2 activities for right now and go ahead and create my questions. Now, you'll see when you get here that there's 2 options for people to respond. They can respond via this web link or via texting with that code. Before students can respond, you do need to activate the questions. You can change how people respond with these settings. You can test your question once it's been activated. So let me go ahead and activate this question and I can test it to see how it's going to work. And you have options for changing how you present or how you share. So you can get a shareable response link. You can get a link to live results so that the students can see the results live, or you could embed the poll in a web page or a blog. Back on this page, you can go full screen if you'd like. If I hit next, I'll go to my other question that I created so I can activate this question. you'll see that this one would be via a web response, and the students would respond to that. Now, those are presented individually. If I would like my questions to be presented one after the other, when I go to my poll page, I can group my questions. So I'm going to create a group, click here and here, group those questions. Let's name that opening activity. And now I just simply convert that to a survey. I can edit it the same way I edited my other individual surveys. And now, when my students go in, they'll start a survey with 2 questions instead of just one at a time. Here's my presentation view, and here is what the audience sees. So they would start the survey, tell me how they're feeling. Next question, tell me what they want for lunch, and finish. Great way to start the class. And again, you have lots of options for how it's presented. If I go back to my polls, you'll see you can ungroup them if you'd like, delete them, whatever you feel is important to do for that day. You can get information on participants if you upgrade. Oops. Back to my polls. And also get various reports if you upgrade. I think because you can use text and images, this is a great tool for K through 12. I think there's a lot of different options for creating quizzes, doing checks on understanding as you go, quick checks, having a little bit of fun with the students, getting their feedback about lessons. I think there's all kinds of great options for using this tool. So I hope I piqued your interest and you'll check it out, and I gave you enough tips to get you started. Have a great day.